Well, the idea of education, the theme we've started here, what we're doing is re-educating our buyers, right,
Mm,
on the complexity of their problem, the scope of their problem, how important that problem is, how near term that problem is. If they solve that problem, the many, many, many things that will really significantly help them and their entire company, right?
yeah.
So that's a lot of re-education that's happening there. I would love
Mm,
to just define this misperception problem from the perspective when you were in sales. And let's just
mm.
start there with that.
So I think one very big part of being in sales is always, of course, talking and establishing a relationship with your customers or potential customers. And what I often found and still find is that people aren't aware of the needs they actually have. And those only come across when you start talking about where they want to go, their visions, what is their idea? What is their purpose? What is the mission of their company? And suddenly they realize, hang on, we're missing something. So it's a bit like a gap analysis, really, where you gently guide your customer towards that moment of realizing that, hey, we've got a gigantic need here. And there's this lady who wants to help me fill that gap, help me address that need. Now, the problem with that is often that comes with change, right? You
Yeah.
have to make changes. The easy one is you throw money at it. So you change your budget plan, but that's not always as easy as I'm making it out right now, because especially in the education space where I am now, I think it's very important to make customers understand that nowadays in the world we live in, it's so important to make sure that your workforce is up to speed with the ever changing technological advances, with bigger demands, with huge globalization, with internationalization. And often what I find is that companies lag behind and then wonder why they're not ahead of the game anymore. And that is something that you need to make them understand in that first initial talk before you even go into how can we help you. It's more, hey, we have a problem.